Hey guys, welcome back to Algos Made Simple. We've got a very easy one today, but one you need to be ready to knock out of the ballpark. And there's a lot of different ways to do this problem, but of course we're going to try to do it in the what I feel is the simplest way, or one of the simplest ways possible, and one that you'll be able to readily recall if you encounter this one. So diving in here, Leetcode 125, Valid Palindrome. A phrase is a palindrome if, after converting all uppercase letters into lowercase letters and removing all non-alphanumeric characters, it reads the same forward and backward. Alphanumeric characters include letters and numbers. So I'd let the interviewer know I understand I'm getting a string and I want to see if it's the same forward and backwards, excluding all non-alphanumeric characters and provided that casing is the same for both strings I'm looking at, or both the forward and reverse string. So with that being said, I look down here at the example. They give us a great example here. Because what makes this such a great example, you know, like race car is going to be a palindrome, same forward and backwards. That's fine. That's easy to know. But when you start filtering out for these commas, these spaces, these colons, etc., and uppercase, a great example of, okay, when you first look at this right off the bat, you'd think, I don't know, maybe this is not a palindrome, I don't know. But when you remove all these special characters, it's very easy to see that it is in fact a palindrome. So what we need to do here in the game plan, and it's not really worth looking at any other kind of examples here, this kind of drives the point home of the casing, the spacing, the special characters, etc. So going into our game plan here, I know that I'm going to want a reversed string, and then I need to compare that reverse string to something to see if it's the same. Well, the initial string is still going to have all these special characters and these commas and all that, so I don't want to compare it to that. There's ways you could index this reverse string where it would showcase the string forwards or however you want to do it kind of thing. But I think the easiest way is to go ahead and have a forward string as well and build that at the same time I'm building the reverse string. And then other than that, I need a way to see if the character, well, first I'm going to obviously utilize a for loop to go through each character, so you can go ahead and put that in there. But when I pull these characters out with the for loop, I need a way to see if they're alphanumeric or not. So the built-in function with Python is dot is al num, and that'll tell you if it's alphanumeric or not. If you can use that, fantastic. If for some reason your interview doesn't want you to use that, then you can use a hash table / dictionary or a set, or really even a list, but you have better lookup times of the hash table, dictionary, and the set, where you can put A through Z, so the 26 characters there, and then the 0 through 9 in that hash table, dictionary, or set. When you're looking at the character, you just say, hey, is it in the hash table, dictionary, or set? And if it is, then you operate on it. If it's not, then you don't. And you can put the uppercase letters in that dictionary as well, or you could just know that you're going to use dot lower, so you'd only have the lowercase letters and the numbers in there. So with that being said, we know what we're doing there. And once we've built these two strings, all that's left to do in this simplistic problem is reverse string to forward string. You're just going to compare. And that's the whole problem. That's all she wrote on this one. So what you will do here is, let's dive right in, is palindrome, and get in your string. And what we'll go ahead and do is, we know, we're just going to go in order of our game plan here. We know we need a reverse string. Okay, boom. We know we need a forward string. Let's initialize it as well. Boom. Alright, now it's time. There's nothing else we can really do until the for loop. So we're going to bring the for loop into play, and we're going to say for character in string, and then of course we know we need to check and see if it's alphanumeric. So we'll say if char.isAlNum, and again, if you were doing the dictionary hash table or set, you would just say if char is in it, and you'd have your dictionary hash table right up here before the for loop. But keeping it simple as possible, if character.isAlNum, then what we're going to do is, we're going to take our reverse string, because we've got to build these strings up, and we're going to say character.lower plus what we currently have with the reverse string. So that'll put your new character you're bringing in at the front each time, which will eventually let us have the last character in the front, and so on and so forth, to having the first character in the back. Now with your forward string you're building, you of course just want to do it the opposite way, and you could do the plus equals, but to just keep it very simple and see what we're looking at here, you're going to have forward string plus character dot lower. That'll bring in your first character, put it at the front, and then every other character will follow behind that, just like the original string, excluding the commas and the spacing. So you got your two strings there. What's left to do? Well, we come here and we just simply say if reverse string equals the forward string, then we're going to return true. That's awesome. That's a palindrome. If it's not, well, we're going to put an actual colon there. If it's not, we're just going to return false. Simple as that, guys. There's other ways to do this one. You could use left and right pointers. There's nothing that's a whole lot better time complexity wise that I've seen, at least. I don't think there's really anything that's much better than this being O of n. So I wouldn't really concern myself with it unless you find those ways easier. This is the easiest way to spell out this problem here, and a nice O of n solution. And you just know that, hey, I want to see if it's a palindrome. So I need the reverse, I need the forward. Okay, and then I need to build that somehow. I'm going to use the character. I can build them at the same time. I need to check and see if it's alphanumeric. If I can use the function, great. If I remember the function, great. If I don't, I just simply use a hash table dictionary, see if that character is in there. And then all I do is see if the reverse string is equal to the forward string. So again, guys, super simple one. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. We're going to keep pumping these out. If you have a better, simpler solution, one that you feel is easier to remember and easier to recall in an interview setting when the nerves are flowing and you got somebody looking at you that you're not familiar with, let us know, because we'd love to utilize it. If not, I think this is a very simple one, and one that I feel confident if I'm sitting down across from a stranger, an interviewer, and they're judging every step that I make, I feel like I can get to this problem right here. I feel like I can get to this solution pretty easily, and that's what we're looking for. So again, thanks guys, and good luck with whatever you're doing.